Yeah, hello. I'd just like to inquire about getting a statue made. Yeah, for Uche. One second, man. I have a call coming in on the other line. Hello. Speaking. David King. Never heard of you. Sorry, mate. Rangers chairman. Are you calling me to concede the league, are you? You want to offer me a job interview? Whereabouts are Rangers in the table? Third. Yeah, I thought so. Well, Hearts are second, mate, so why would I want to take a step down? Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 26 of our Heart of Midlothian save, our bid to take the club to the top of Scottish football. And today we can kind of look to do that because with 3 games to go this year, we play Kilmarnock today, who are just snuck into this top half of the group, and Rangers. Now, Rangers play Celtic at the same time that we're playing Kilmarnock in the first game. We need Rangers to do us a favour, and then we'd be a point behind Celtic. Celtic's off to play Aberdeen and Hibs, I believe it is. So we'd need them to drop further points there. We would need to beat Rangers. So it's going to be tough, but there is a hope. And we need to get 6 points out of this episode for that hope to become anything like a reality. Not really much to catch you up on, other than the fact you can see Rangers did offer me a job interview, which was never going to happen. But we are the favourites for this one. Let's have a look at the scout report. They're a direct, balanced balanced playing style. Dan Cowley is their manager, of course, of Lincoln City fame. If we look at the analysis report, this is how we're expecting them to play. But unfortunately for us, we don't really have any details. This is how they played against Celtic, so I don't know how much we can take from this. There's their heat map. Off that, we might be able to get down the sides of them. But it's difficult to know for sure. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out, and this is it. Now, this is the Saturday game. There is a game against Rangers coming up midweek, so we've got to keep half an eye on that, but we need to win this game first. So it's Danny Glover in goal. It's Mitchell, Herring, Coping, and Smith as a back four. Dominguez, we're going to bring him in. He's a good young player, good passer of the ball. If we look here, he is wanted again by Spanish clubs, Atletico Madrid. So he's a potentially really good player. We need to be playing him. De Jong goes in midfield, though I'm not completely convinced that he's been up and down this season, to be honest. McDonald, Clare, and Middleton, they go in behind the great man, Uche. We need a win here, boys. Come on. You will notice that Cochrane is back on the bench as well. He's not match fit, but we will look to give him a little bit of time here, especially if things are going well for us towards the end of the game. Do it for the fans. I think it's just a case of go out there and enjoy yourselves. It's a very, very high-pressure game. Just a calm, we have faith. Enjoy it, boys. Let's get out there and see what we can do. It's nervy, that's for sure. Ideally, we'll get an early goal. Uche, get a couple of extras to top it off, and we'll be like 4-0 up by about half time, and then we can relax in the second half. Bring Cochrane on and start thinking about Rangers. But somehow I don't think that's what's going to happen. Now, this, of course, being the sort of 2 of the last 3 games, means next episode we wrap up the season, which means, of course, the end of season awards. Normally, I'd say let me know who you think is going to win Player of the Year, but if it's not Uche, I think there's going to be a riot. So let me know who you think second, third, and oh, here we go. Middleton! Oh, Middleton's there. It's still there. There for Uche. Turn, mate. Oh, he can't quite turn on the ball. I think it's Uche. Maybe Middleton is an outside chance for Player of the Year. If you're looking for sort of third place, which is probably where the interest is, to be honest. Maybe Dimitri Mitchell. Michael Smith's been quite good. We're in a bit of trouble here. It's easy for Glover. Who else has done okay? McDonald's done okay. Playing down the right side at times. Yeah, let me know who you think. Who you think our top, sort of, as I said, first and second, I think will almost have to be Mitchell and Uche. Can we not do this to me, please? Boys, just past the post. Yeah, so anyway, let me know who you think your players of the year are in the comments. I haven't seen, oh, there we go. Just ruined that, didn't I? Jinx it horribly. Celtic 1-0 up against Rangers. That doesn't help us, does it? It wouldn't be mathematically done, although it would be if we didn't win this game. If Celtic win, but that would mean they'd need to pretty much lose their last 2 games. Aberdeen's taking the lead against Hibs. That's not ideal for us, but Aberdeen would have to win out. Rangers 1-1. Go on, Rangers. We need to get our own house in order here, though, don't we? We really need to make sure we're scoring. Look at this. How much more can you dominate a game without scoring is the question I ask, and Celtic go back ahead. Let's not worry about the Old Firm game right now. Let's just worry about getting this game across the road. I think it's got to be, do we say unlucky? I think. We have been the better team. We just haven't made it count as of yet. It's one of these, I always feel like with Uche in the team, if we keep a clean sheet, he's almost certainly going to score at some point, isn't he? So, yeah, again, if we keep the clean sheet, we're always a chance, but I would feel much better if we could get a goal, if I'm honest. We really, look at this, no one's playing particularly well here. I do wonder if maybe we take it off, exploit the flanks. Because because we didn't really create anything that half, did we? So just that was one early chance, wasn't the Midlothian chance, but that was it. So we'll take it off, exploit the flank, see if that helps us whatsoever. We do obviously have changes we can make. All right, let's see. We've got defending a free kick here. Coping gets it down for Claire. Dominguez. All right, boys, use this, please. Use it sensibly. Let's pick our moment and let's find the back of the net. Claire around the corner for McDonald. Back for Claire. Here we go. Look at infield here. Look infield. There it is for De Jong. It's a decent ball up there for Smith in space. Can Smith get across? And he can. Back post, Middleton. Oh, it's hit the post, has it? Or did the keeper get a save? I couldn't really tell, but doesn't really matter because it didn't end up in the back of the net. Let's give it a get creative. McDonald's not having a good game. We do have Morrison on the bench, so that's looking as though that could be a change for us. So he has just picked up a little bit there. Middleton ball into the area. It's away. It's Uche. Can he turn? He rolls it out for Coping. That was just inches away, wasn't it? Inches, inches, inches. Let's give it a demand more here. We just aren't creating anything for Uche right now, are we? All right, let's bring on Morrison for McDonald, because that's just not... Or do we... You know what we might do? Claire's had a great game. Let's put McDonald in field. See how that goes. Then we can always take him off and bring on Levitt if we need to in a little while here. Let's wait see what happens here. Middleton with the corner. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Who's taking it? De Jong is taking it. I don't know if I've ever seen him take a penalty before. Come on, De Jong. We need this, mate. We really, really need this. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. And he's missed it. De Jong, you muppet. What the hell? Oh, we really needed that. Come on, boys. Let's get it from the corner. Let's put it in here. Middleton, back post. It's there. It's headed towards goal for Herring, and it's easily claimed by the goalkeeper. Oh, we are going to live to regret that missed penalty, aren't we? We'll go attacking. Of course, if Rangers drop points, there is always just the... Maybe we could look at it as a highlight starting. You know, we go ahead of Rangers, ahead of our game against them. It certainly doesn't help. Aberdeen is absolutely destroying Hibs. It certainly doesn't help having our last 3 games on the road. Oh, it's off the post, is it? That is a little bit of luck. I tell you what, I don't know what to do here. Let's raise the tempo up a little bit. Everything else there looks fine. I'm thinking we might take... If we take De Jong off, we could bring Harry Cochrane on and... I don't know. There we go. De Jong, make up for it, mate. Oh, De Jong! There we go. He does make up for it. I tell you what, that was better than a penalty, wasn't it? That was a really, really good goal from the edge of the area. Let's just start and be a little bit more sensible here. We'll just be a little bit more disciplined. We might lower that tempo back down again. And there we go. What a goal from De Jong. 6th goal of the year. And he, as I said, he makes up for the penalty miss in the best possible way. Because if he'd scored the penalty, we'd be 2-0 up right now and cruising. But look at this. One touch to steady himself. Goalkeeper has questions to answer, but that doesn't matter to us, does it? There it is. 1-0. We have taken the lead. And if we can just see this out now, let's give it a concentrate. I haven't seen a score come in. Was it 2-1 to Celtic, wasn't it, last we saw? All right, let's just look to tighten this up a little bit now. Let's bring on Godinho for McDonald. Let's make that change. Let's make that change. Switch it all around. And I did that last time. God damn, come on. All right, Smith, I want you and Godinho to switch. Thank you, guys. All right, we won't put him as a ball-playing centre-back. Let's not push our luck there. Let's put these fullbacks back to support. I almost wonder if we should take Dimitri Mitchell off. He's not the best defensive fullback, but we'll leave him on there. All right, come on, boys. Let's see this out now, please. Let's see this out. We'll go to full time wastage. Oh, we've done that. Do we sit back? No, we won't do that. All right. Come on, boys. Let's see this out, please. Please, 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 please. Middleton goes on a run. Oh, we couldn't find Uche. Oh, how have we been caught out so badly? He's offside, that's how. Okay, come on, boys. Let's concentrate. This should be it. Just seconds to go. It's not the most convincing, that's for sure. But I think we have gone to Kilmarnock on a nervy day, missed a penalty and still got the result. And that's not always the easiest thing to do. How often do you see it? The missed penalty can just destroy a team's confidence. But there we go. That's absolutely, absolutely massive. Now, what happened in the Old Firm game? Their goalkeeper was player of the match. Do we say don't get complacent next game, I think, because it wasn't that good, was it? So Rangers have just been destroyed by Celtic. That doesn't help our cause. But we are now three points ahead of Rangers, which means if we win one of our last 2 games, we will get second. The league looks tough though now, doesn't it? Celtic need to drop points in their next game. I don't know who it's against. As I said, it'll be either Aberdeen or Hibs. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back for Rangers. We could secure second in the league. We could even take the league to the final day, but we need help elsewhere for that. Okay, welcome back. We're off to Ibronx to take on Rangers, and it is... I mean, if we win this game, or even if we draw this game with goal difference more or less in our favour, we could just about wrap up second place in the league here, but... It's all about winning the league, isn't it? And we need Hibs, of all teams, we need Hibs to do us the biggest of big favours and beat Celtic at their own place. So it could be doable, given that they're at home, but it's going to be tough, isn't it? Now, we're up against, of course, Rangers' brand new manager, which is annoying because it means we don't really know how they're going to play. It's Philip Cocu, direct playing style, balanced mentality. If he did take charge of the Celtic game, so we maybe get a hint from that, but we can see here they were very deep, very narrow, so maybe we can get down the sides of them, but I expect they'll play a little bit different against us. I don't think they'll be quite so conservative, especially knowing that they do kind of have to win. So this is the team we're going with now. There is going to be one change when I get in-game, so it doesn't sort of mess up the tactic if I do it beforehand, but I'll tell you that when I get there. So it's going to be Glover in goal, Mitchell, Herring, Coping, and Smith as a back four. Hickey comes in to play with De Jong, and Matt O'Reilly. Now, Matt O'Reilly, we're going to drop back in between them. So he'll still play as the advanced playmaker, but we'll have a sort of a flat 3 in midfield. It'll be Morrison who comes in down the right. Clare plays down the left. Of course, Middleton can't play against his parent club. And the great man Uche continues up top. So there we go, that is how they're playing. I did staying like this, but we'll try and just be a little bit more cautious just because, as things stand, I mean, a draw is a pretty decent result for us. Because we're only 5 goals better than they are, but you'd rather have that in our favour than not. Courage of the team. We've been on a good run lately. Okay, let's go with that. We've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. Some calm. We have faith. Everybody looks like they're reacting well to that. I'll just make the tactical change and then we'll get out there. And here we go. Oh, this is nervy times, isn't it? You kind of... I hope Celtic drop points here. I mean, even if they drop points, at least we take it to the final day. And I tell you what, that's not a bad effort. But somehow I feel like since Bielsa's come into Celtic, even before that, Lennon did have Celtic sort of going in the right direction up the table. So... yeah, it's a bit of a shame. You look back on this year, and I look, those points we dropped against, who was it, Dundee, and was it Hibs? I can't remember who the other team was. I think it was Hibs, wasn't it? I think we dropped 5 points, and oh, how we would love those 5 points now, to be a point ahead of Celtic with 2 games to go. That would have been a good position to be in, but... you can't win every game, can you? At some point, we're going to drop points, and that just happened to be the one. There's a good ball for Clare. Clare! Oh, it's a good save with Fotheringham in goals, but that was a really good chance for us. And Uche turning provider there as well. Morrison now to take the corner. Dinks it in, back post. It's not a good one, and that just harmlessly goes out. That's disappointing. Maybe we are going to miss Middleton from set pieces. I did have a look at... renewing what's happening here. Herring's hacked that off the line. Glover's not covering himself in glory here. I did have a look at renewing Middleton's contract for next year, loan contract, but as I kind of suspected would happen, Rangers want him to play in their first team next year, so it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I did have a look at Levitt because it came up, the loans probably have a couple of weeks to go, given that the season's winding down. Can we get that away, please, boys? We can. And Levitt is willing to come back on the same sort of money. So United's accepted that deal, Manchester United. So now it's just a matter of him agreeing to it, and we'll have him back again next year. He's faded off towards the end of the year, but he was really a very important player for us at the start of the season. So I think he'll be good to have back. Given that we're not going to have Middleton, which I can't quite get onto that. Celtic's taking the lead. That's a shame. Given that we're not going to have Middleton, we will probably need Clare more as a left-sided player next year. So having sort of another option, or keeping Levitt as an option in that attacking midfield role, he can kind of share that with McDonald. That's a good ball for Morrison, not a down for Uche! Oh, he's hit the crossbar! And then we have, Hartford, is it? A young kid coming up through the academy that's in the first team squad right now just to kind of get the mentoring, all that kind of thing. But he's a really, really high potential player. So I think those three can kind of share the attacking into number 10 role for next season. Plus, we are going to have European football as well, hopefully a long time into the year. Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in off the back of Fotheringham. We'll take it. It was a really good effort from Sean Clare, bending it in. It's hit the inside of the crossbar, or the post, I should say. It's hit Wes Fotheringham on the backside, and it has ended up in the back of our net. Let's have another look at this. De Jong out there. It's a good ball for Clare. Curls one in. It's so unlucky, and it's just hit him on the back. Gone in the back of the net, and we'll take that. It's harsh on the goalkeeper, that one, to be an own goal, but it's just an own goal, isn't it? There's no way around that. Love to give it to Clare, but we can't. So there we go, 1-0. And as things stand right now, we can't win the league, but we can wrap up second place. And that's massive, absolutely. But still a long way to go here, so let's not count our chickens just yet. I'm tempted to go back to the counter-attack, but I don't like particularly playing that way. I feel like it just invites the other team on. That's a decent ball. Can we get back and cover it? It's over the bar. Kilmarnock's taking the lead against Aberdeen. I don't know if Aberdeen can mathematically still catch us, but if they were to lose that, then that would kill off any chance of that. Let's give it another demand more coming into the break here. This has been a decent effort, hasn't it? We haven't seen too much from either team, really. They've had a couple of set pieces and that one shot that went flying over the bar, but yeah, that's been a good first half. We'll take that and run. Just need Hibs to do something for us now, don't we? The biggest of big favours. Let's assertive, say don't get complacent out there. We've got some stressed out looking attackers. Guys, just relax and score some goals, and then we can all relax. We've got De Jong. We didn't really have an option to play other than him because Irving, who would typically come in to play that role, he's got blisters right now, the poor dear, so he's not available. He would be available for Hibs, I think. I think he's about 2 or 3 days away. So, assuming that De Jong's going to be match fatigued after this, which I suspect he will be, we can look to play Irving in the final game of the year. If this result holds, we might play a lot of youngsters in that last game. Oh, wait a minute. Hearts have equalised. Hibs have equalised against Celtic, and suddenly we may not be playing youngsters in the final game because we might have a league title to fight for. We've got to see this out, don't we? De Jong is looking very, very tired, so let's take him off now. Let's bring on Cochrane for a little bit of game time as well. I think we're better off switching those two around. Hickey can play box to box, and Cochrane is a better deep line playmaker, so that works out for everybody. Clare isn't setting the world alight on the left wing, but to be honest, I mean, he got the assist. Levitt's not really a left winger, if my memory serves me correctly. He's definitely someone to play through the middle. Let's give it a concentrate. 7 minutes to go. Come on. Glover goes out there for Dimitri Mitchell. What's he going to do? He's letting himself get closed down a little bit. Here goes Hickey for O'Reilly. Can he pick out a pass? He's gone cross field. It's a good one for Morrison. We've got the man on the overlap. We should probably stop doing that. Oh, no. They've gone early for Morales. We know he's quick. We know he can finish. Danny Glover. Oh, he just stood there and let it go past him. I don't want to settle. I don't want to settle for a draw here. Let's go expressive. I should have maybe taken off the overlapping runs for the fullbacks. I wasn't really thinking, to be honest. Oh, the cross is not a good cross. It's straight into his back. It wouldn't have made a difference. Glover just... He wasn't positioned badly. Maybe it's just a good finish, I think, isn't it? Come on, boys. Let's get creative. Let's not throw it all away. Oh, Hibs was beating Celtic. We've thrown it away. Come on, can we get this goal? If Hibs was beating Celtic, I mean, a draw would keep it alive, but it's not realistic, is it? Goal difference is going to kill us. So even if we're 3 points behind, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Ball comes in, Coping's there. I don't like this. Oh, Danny Glover, massive save. Absolutely huge. Let's just raise our tempo up a little bit. Let's maybe look to exploit the flanks, and let's put some pressure on them. I don't want to put the high line up because we've already seen they've looked to go over the top to Morales a few times. So if we're going for it, we're just going to encourage that. Away. Oh, Glover again. I tell you what, he may have messed up a few this year, but he's keeping us in this one. We need to win, don't we? We need to win. Very attacking. Oh, it'd be such a shame if we don't get the job done when Celtic have failed. Aberdeen's 1-1. Oh, we've come to Rangers. I think we're going to get a point. And Hibs has beaten them. Hibs has beaten them 3-1. Oh, that is just soul-destroying. It's technically still alive. I'm not happy. Am I happy? I'm not happy with that. There we go. We were 6 minutes away from beating Rangers and really taking that down to the final game. There we go. We have qualified for the Europa League, so that's a good thing, isn't it? If we have a look at the league table, it's a 3-point gap. They've got an 8 goal, so we can't really do it, can we? Oh, those 2 points. We could have been on 80 points, and it could really have been something to play for on the final day. I'm sorry, guys. That's so annoying, isn't it? There we go. That's it for today, and that is just a really disappointing way to end. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Let's try and be positive. We'll be back tomorrow. We play Hibs in the final game. We go to Hibs. It just wasn't to be, was it? We had draw against Aberdeen as well. Look, just stumbled over the line here a little bit, and what we would give for some of these points now. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. As I said, if you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. We qualified for Europa League. We've almost certainly guaranteed ourselves second in the league as well. There's a 3-point gap there. We've got a far superior goal difference, so it's going to take something going horribly wrong for us not to come second. And that's not bad for our second attempt, is it? We've beaten one of the Glasgow clubs, so there we go. Anyway, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll wrap up the season against Hibs. We'll have our end of season awards, our goal for the season competition. It's going to be huge. I'll see you then. Take care.